Did you know? Medieval castles weren't built to look strong. They were built to control how enemies moved. Every step forward made attackers slower. Every doorway made them vulnerable. Every staircase worked against them. These weren't just walls. They were machines designed to break armies, built without electricity, engines, or computers. So how did medieval engineers turn stone into a weapon? After empires collapsed, power became local. Kings, lords, and nobles needed a way to defend land, people, and authority. Castles became the solution. They were homes, military bases, administrative centers. But most importantly, they were symbols of control. If you owned the castle, you ruled everything around it. Before building walls, medieval engineers chose the battlefield. Castles were placed on hills, cliffs, and river bends. High ground meant visibility. Attackers had to climb, slowly, heavily armored, exposed. The land itself became part of the defense. The castle didn't fight alone. The terrain fought with it. Castles weren't protected by a single wall. They used layered defense, outer walls to delay, inner walls to trap, courtyards to expose attackers to fire from all sides. Walls were thick, tall, and often angled to deflect projectiles and battering rams. Towers extended outward, allowing defenders to fire along the walls, a deadly tactic known as flanking fire. Reaching the castle wasn't victory, it was just the beginning. The gate looked like an entrance. In reality, it was the most dangerous place in the castle. Massive wooden doors reinforced with iron, portcullises that dropped instantly, openings in the ceiling known as murder holes. If attackers got in, they were trapped in a narrow stone corridor, attacked from above, the sides, and the front. The strongest defense wasn't the wall, it was the doorway. Even movement inside the castle was engineered. Staircases spiraled clockwise. This gave right-handed defenders moving downward space to swing weapons freely. Attackers climbing upward, cramped, exposed, disadvantaged. Corridors narrowed, ceilings lowered. The deeper you went, the harder survival became. At the center stood the keep, the final refuge. Thick walls, few windows, elevated entrances. If every wall fell, defenders could here and survive for weeks or months. The keep wasn't designed for comfort. It was designed for endurance. For centuries, castles dominated warfare. Then gunpowder changed everything. Cannons shattered walls that once stopped armies. Castles became obsolete, but the medieval castle's genius remained. Medieval castles weren't primitive. They were precise. Stones stacked with purpose, space shaped to control